Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We are just moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Okay, Coach, so the snow and rain have stayed out of the forecast, but we're in for a cold afternoon at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Bengals now to take over. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A huge play there right off the bat. 62 yards on the ground. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Right back to Connor here on first. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's complete to his running back, Connor. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They've been very good against the pass so far this year. Number 4 in the NFL right now.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
In need of... Conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. They'll look to throw. He'll get that one complete to Connor. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Let them know, let them know. Switch, switch, switch. Shift.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
You got it. You got it. It's a gain of 7. Check 24. Check it.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron.
Here we go.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Watch the whip. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, kill. 47. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together. 56.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He's got a man open. That's Marshall. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Prescott, Ebron with it over the middle. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Prescott to throw on 4th. Ebron's got it. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Every play is supposed to get a player's best effort, but on 4th down, that really increases the stakes, doesn't it? What about that catch?
Heck of an effort, picking up the 1st.
And now that team has to be motivated going forward. They just saw a great effort there. They want to make sure it pays off.
1st down, Prescott. To the right side to Eric Ebron. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So not quite a 1st down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
2nd quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this.
We're going to 54. 26.
Prescott on first down. Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Alvin Kamara with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense on their way out as we look at the playoff race in the AFC. As we take a look at the playoff picture, and certainly a lot of jostling still to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
Yeah, exciting for us because we get to talk about it, and, you know, at the end of the day, 6 teams are going to go from each conference, and guess what? We're going to have a playoff. Nerve-wracking for all the people involved, all the teams, because their goal is to get there. And anything less than that makes the season a disappointment. So they've got to be primed now for a big finish to their season.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
90, Wolf.
On first and 10 is Connor. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA and playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. A third down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
So now Eric Ebron and the rest of the offensive unit trotting on the field. Well, he's within shouting distance of a 1,000-yard season. Going to need a pretty good finish, though, if he wants to reach that mark.
Well, I like how you phrased it, partner. He is within shouting distance. If he stays on this pace, he's got a shot at it. But he needs a big game in there, right, to make sure that he gets it. So you know that during the week, in practice, and look, he asks for the ball all the time anyway. He's really going to ask for the ball and let his quarterback know he's open.
On first down, Hines. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when the big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Well, the Steelers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Mike 4, Mike 4. So we got man. Mike 4.
Prescott from the gun. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. It'll be a pickup of 4. Good enough to earn him yet another first down. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 8 for 8 now, throwing the ball to start the game. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Hey, we are going to 53. 26.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. Johnson's got it complete. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
46. Then we're going to 53. Under crunch. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Watch the shift. Watch the shift. Hey, hey.
Fournette, a first down carry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Kill.
Here's Prescott. Complete. Smith has it. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. They run with Hines. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. That 2nd down play nets a -4. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Let's go.
They start with a give to Connor. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll set up a throw.
Well, they're unable to convert that into...
And now look at him go. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 8 on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
A first down throw for Prescott. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things. On 2nd down, Prescott again. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
59's Mike, 59's Mike, check.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And that's complete to Marshall on the crossing way. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. As he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara, but it'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Here we go, 46, 46. Here we go, 26.
Prescott down. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steeler first down on a pickup of 11 yards. To throw is Prescott. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Prescott now, 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
You got time. Here we go, go to 54, go to 54. 180. 26.
Now it's Hines. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Boswell's kick is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now we're signaling a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Back to throw now on 1st down. And finding the tight end Hooper. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So we've hit halftime. You sure you're ready for the 3rd quarter? Need to use bathroom or anything? All right, cool. Let's go. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better.
Let's go. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Then we're going to 53. Mike, 4.
Prescott now from the 50. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook, and a great grab on the other end. Prescott to throw it. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll make it a second down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You circle the Pro Bowl. Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Joker. Slam. Chest. Check 3. Then we're going to 53.
On second down now. It's Hines, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And bring it. Mike, 4. Ready?
On third down, it's Prescott. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's going to get this inside the 30. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 29-yard line. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
Check 37. Check 3. Watch the 20.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. And that'll set them back 5.
Here we go.
Still first down.
Here we go. Kill. 26. It's going to be a long day. Go. Get out there. Watch the run. Check 59, Mike. Here we go. Going to 54. 26.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Space to run past the 20. Complete. It's Johnson. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. That goes for a gain of 31.
Hey, kill. 27.
Throwing. Prescott to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They'll go again from the 3 here on second and goal.
Switch it. Hey, here we go, 47.
And again, it's Prescott. his man is caught for a Steelers touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Boswell good with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Trying to get it to Woods. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for now. 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take away all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a whole lot of great catches.
Come on,
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Drops this up to Kamara out of the backfield. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Hey, defense, let's go. We're going to 54.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
5-9. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run. We're going to 54. Why?
2nd down and goal. Prescott. The quick slant caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I got one. Check. Fresno. Kill.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Dak Prescott taking it in. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a throw here to his running back. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come. Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. That is caught. It's Juju for the Steeler touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and lead the game out that way.
He'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed a push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter? It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Marcus Peters up to make the tackle. Staying on the ground with Samuels. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit, blitz coming, and down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Prescott. That is caught inside the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Here go 46. 26.
Prescott from the gun on third. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards the pickup on the pitch and catch. 2nd and 3. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime, obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better.